everybody. How's it going? Happy Thursday. Just trying to get everything together for this interview with you guys. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get our special guest to come on here. And hopefully, you guys are ready. Because we had to push it back for the special guest because we want to make sure the special guest was together and we can do everything. Hi, how are you? So hopefully we'll get things squared away, you guys. Hey, Chris. There we go. Now we got you now. Special guest. So we about to get this thing started, you guys. On cam now. There we go.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. Hey.
Hey.
That's my setup real quick.
We know
What's
the
poppin'?
not much. How are you? Since you guys don't know, and we're going to introduce you to my special guest. The special guest on the bottom right here is a longtime friend of mine who we go back, what was it, 12 years now?
Yeah, I think so. I
12
was just
years
talking
since
to my sister
2013. I had to
about
think about that.
that's
Um,
crazy.
but this is my
Crazy.
good friend who's like my little sister, Kachina right here, but she goes by the stage name Extra Cash. So
Period.
y'all welcome Miss Extra Cash to the show, you guys.
What up, family? How y'all doing? How's everyone feeling? It's your girl Cash reporting live from West Philly. It's been a heck of a day. I've been trying to, find some moments to get some relaxation from running around and getting things ready for the project dropping tonight at midnight,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the party tomorrow.
Oh. Now, are we consider your okay? Why don't you tell everybody the name of your project?
Yes, so the name of my project is called Chasing Cash. And I came up with that name because I thought it was a great representation of me being a young woman, not only chasing the bag, but taking it deeper and chasing who I am as a person and the value and what that means, right? So I hope that people can listen to it, women like in their 20s and their 30s and vibe out to it and feel like they're seen as far as living in the city, and being a city girl and not necessarily like in the, JT and Carisha, although I love them, but you know what I mean, not so much like that vibe, but being a like an everyday city girl, going to work, you know what I mean, wanting to have fun, have some adventure, feeling the need to like, you know what I mean, break out and hop on a plane somewhere, or the need to find love. And I'm looking forward to people, listening to it. I hope they get that vibe from it and they can have fun with it.
I think they will, because you consider it an album or EP? Because I know I've heard you say two different things on like
Right.
two different
So
things. So what do you consider it as?
I've been calling it an album because that's what feels right, to me. We could say technically it's an EP. There's 7 songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are already released. So I'm feeding you guys, 5 brand new tracks, which by definition is, EP.
Mm-hmm.
You but with the 2 songs on there, the number 7, it doesn't quite. It's funny because people don't really use the term LP anymore, which an LP
Mm-hmm.
like 7 to 10 songs or something like that. But people just kind of do like EP and album, you know. So I just was like, let me just stick with that terminology. I don't people like LP, like you know,
Mm-hmm.
people know what it means, but but I also just wanted to have it have a certain ring to
Mm-hmm.
it. I was
We gonna so
promoting
we so we
it.
gonna say it's an album.
It's an
That
album,
we gonna
okay?
say it's an
Yeah, put
album.
together give you 7 songs, right? And then once you listen to it and from start to finish, you can feel the story, you know, and yeah, so we're calling it an album, baby.
Exactly. Now the first single off there is called I should say the current single because I know you released
I,
Skyline a
I
while back,
did. Yeah,
but
I
the
put out
current single she has called Sweetness that's out there right now.
yes, yes, yes. I do.
So tell me what brought what because I know I've known you since we've both known each other for 12 years,
Mhm.
and we started our stuff around the same time.
Yeah.
I did mine's like 2012. You started doing yours around the same time, going to 2013.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tell us your journey, like as an artist, songwriter, producer, all the above.
So my journey is an interesting one because I started out, you know, in school, of course, wanting to have that Beyonce moment, you know what I mean? And wanting to be that girl and, you know, put out hot songs and, you know, be pretty and all of that. And I was in different groups. You know, I started when I was in high school and I was in a group that, and even before high school, like I was singing in middle school and elementary school, but I didn't really join choir right away because I thought it was kind of corny. But I joined in 8th grade and I had solos and, you know, cool stuff like that. High school, I got really lucky because there were other creatives there and there was a teacher there who invested in studio equipment at the school. And he built like a booth in one of the closets and we would just be in, you know, the basement working on tracks and working on Reason, making our own beats, garage band. And he had an engineer come in and really record us professionally when we wrote lyrics and we had beats that were ready and we were ready to get, you know, lay our songs down. And then from there, I once again I was also in a group. Shout out to Sadie's, shout out to, you know, Shamira. These are girls that I've been in groups with. And so so where was I? So right. So
Hmm.
after high school, um I went to CCP, which is Community College of Philadelphia. And when I was like looking for colleges in high school, I really, at first, my first instinct was to do like a vocal major.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got 3 people on the live. What's up, guys? Drop a bag of cash if you're ready for the album tonight at
Comes out
midnight.
midnight, you guys.
But but everyone, you know, you kind of gravitate like, well, maybe I should do a performance type major. But I saw that they had a sound recording program and they had a music business class,
Hmm.
so that really intrigued me, and I was more interested in that than doing like vocal performance because that's stuff that like even now, like not to say that we're taking credit away from people who really do opera and you know perform professionally and train professionally, but there's also a lot of people who just use their raw talent and they just work it. And for me, it was more important to learn the engineering aspect and as much business as I could because you know, I knew it was like, this is what I want to do. So that was important to me. And I did perform in college, you know, ready for the album. Let's go, Chrissy. Hey, drop a bag of cash,
That's
guys,
one
if
of my
you're
best
ready.
friends right there.
Hey, Chrissy. Thank you for the love, guys. Yes. It's dropping tonight. Link in bio to pre-save. We only got a couple more hours and it'll be here.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I did after high school. I did a few sessions here and there, but I really wasn't ready to record other people. I was still working on my, you know, my own
Hmm.
projects. And really during the pandemic, I was doing more
Oh
engineering
yeah, you were.
than I've ever done. And so that really like helped me to just get better. And so I just took it from there, applied it to what I would do at home and wherever I would go if I'm recording someone else or recording myself. You know what I'm saying?
No, I remember because I remember when I first knew of you. I remember I saw because she did covers she did music videos for different covers. I think it was a theme you were doing for that
11
time.
Days of Legends. Yeah, my
That's what
sister
it was.
and I
11
were
Days of Legends. She
yep.
did the Diana Ross one for Home, which you guys know from The Wiz. And then she did Tina Marie's Out on a Limb. That's the one that got my attention with, because Kachina, aka
Thank
Extra Cash.
you, thank you. That one is still going up on my page too. Somebody commented on that the other day. People
I
love that.
just saw that because literally I was kind of trying to look up everything that I remember that you released and everything.
Yes,
Because I know
yes.
when you did like the Arrival project, because I
Mm-hmm.
remember when you had the video for the motivation with Sammy the Boy.
Yes, Sammy.
Shout out to Sammy the Boy.
Shout out to Sammy. That's my guy. Yeah,
And because also Silhouette was my joint too.
Silhouette. Oh my goodness. When I listen back to all those songs, I really hear the growth because
Mm-hmm.
when I was younger, I would just like sing as loud and as hard as I possibly could. And I had to really contour my voice so that I'm not like just blaring and like
Mm-hmm.
constantly like, and then somebody had to tell me that like you have a beautiful voice, but you're just putting you have to make it more dynamic. And so I worked on that. And even now I still feel like I struggle with it where like I want my tone to be a little more smooth or
Mm-hmm.
but that that's part of it. I'm grateful for how far I've come. And I listen to those songs, I'm like, oh, cringe mode, but I'm grateful I was able to start there so I could be at
Yes.
this point and produce what I'm about to produce tonight at midnight.
Exactly. Especially when you did No Fear. Because remember
I
you did
know.
the Killing Me with also that featured Sammy the Boy. Because you and him, I feel like from when you guys did the video for the motivation, when you guys did Killing Me, you guys really stepped it up a lot.
Yeah, yeah, we did.
Because you know what?
Killing was
Because it
so
was because you know it was cute. Like from the, I know you guys did like from the parking lot, from outside of a parking lot.
yeah, we were on 69th Street. We were in a Sears parking lot, which is
Mm-hmm.
closed now, but yeah, we were in a Sears parking lot just trying to motivate motherfuckers like, let
Hey,
me be the
hey, you
motivation.
got.
Everybody trying to make it. Yeah.
But when you did Killing Me, that's when I was feeling it because I know it sampled the Kendrick Lamar song Sherane. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That was
I
pretty
remember.
much the Sherane beat because I wanted to do
Yeah,
a mixtape. So yeah, that was a good song. That was a good moment.
that was a good
It
moment
was
because I love that. I still love that
yeah.
video to this day.
Yeah.
That one, and I remember when you did what's the other song you had on that on the No Fears mixtape? It was No New Friends.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm like that moment in time was so cool because I was really like in my singer rapper
Uh
bag
huh.
and I would really be like it was like writing bars and stuff and going from show to show and it was a lot of fun. It was a
It
time
was.
and I miss those days. We got 4 people in the chat,
Yeah,
guys.
and
Don't
we've
feel
been
bad.
grateful for whoever's watching it. More going to be watching soon, especially when we put this on YouTube. Oh, but
Mm-hmm. Period.
also a lot of people don't remember when you, because you know how you have your hair pink now.
Mm-hmm.
It was one point when you had it
Yeah.
blue, and you called yourself the mermaid from
I
Philly
was the mermaid.
with the big bang.
And yeah, and that was something I mentioned in the video I posted about like just having different names and going through different phases,
Yeah.
And even though I love those phases for what they were, I have moments where I'm like I had to learn like, all right, I want to give people like the most authentic version, you know what I mean, of
Mm-hmm.
myself. And I've been looking for myself all this time and like just trying different things and like I was saying in the video like I felt I was doing what I was feeling at the time
Mm-hmm.
and someone I had the blue hair and someone had kind of put that name on me like, oh, you're like the mermaid of Philly, and I was like, oh, that has a ring to it, and that was really helping me get buzz. But then as I was like continuing to grow, I was like, I want people to see the girl from West Philly. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
don't want them to necessarily think I'm a mythical creature, even though I love mermaids and their sirens and everything. But
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I got with one of my mentors from a few years ago, Dashawn Penn, and him and his team, like they taught me a lot about like just presenting myself, performance, your brand, and all of that good stuff to just help me like. And even now, I'm still like, all right, we're narrowing those things down, and that's what the project is about. Like, I feel like right now we're scratching the surface with
Mm-hmm.
this project of the different me's,
Mm-hmm.
as well as you can see on the cover, there's 4 different me's,
Mm-hmm.
which I do: the Keisha, Alexis, China, and Heather. So I have all these different, facets and these different blocks to myself that I'm beginning to like fuse together so that people can can get to know the real Kachina. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And I'm excited for that. You know, I mean, that's why I'm excited for the project, because
Yeah.
however people receive it,
Hmm.
we're gonna go even deeper in chapter 2, because I want to make it a 3-part. So
No, it's gonna
this is
come like it's gonna come across like that because even when you did like No Religion,
mm-hmm.
and then
No,
you did, and then you did the Cash Box, which I remember when you did had the song out, then
yeah,
you
yeah.
did a movie like a little short
Yes,
little
I
film.
did. Yeah. Uh-huh. That was just a few years ago. That was like during the pandemic, I
Yeah,
think.
that
Like
was pandemic time
pandemic.
because I remember because she and I we would be talking like crazy because I know she was trying to figure out ideas of what to do. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good question, Chris. I'm dying to know who are your musical influences. Yeah,
Musical influences. Okay, I love questions. So my musical
ask the
influence,
questions. Yeah.
yes, ask questions, guys. We got 2 people on here. Don't be shy. We won't bite unless you ask. But so my influences are definitely Beyonce, and we can say, Destiny's Child.
Hmm.
Like, he played Writings on the Wall so
I
much in
love
the
that one.
house and in the car. My mom would blast Bills, 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 all from West Philadelphia to
Hi,
hear,
Nessa.
singing it as loud as she could. Um, Let me see who else. TLC, of course.
Of
I was
course.
singing them. I was singing, Destiny's Child, because my dad had a videotape of me. I was just like 2 years old. I was like, "What about your friends?" And I don't wish I still had that footage, but so yeah, so we could say, the groups, the big groups, Destiny's Child, TLC. I really like the Spice Girls. Like, the Spice
Hmm.
Girls, like, were a big influence. Like, when I watched the movie and it started out with them performing, I was like,
Hmm.
that's what I want to do. I want to be on stage. I want to be singing. And I just loved how they had, just you could relate to somebody in the group,
Hmm.
and I love Baby Spice and I love Scary Spice. And now that I'm older, I really love Posh. And
Okay.
plus, I just found out she's an Aries too. Well, I found
Oh,
out a few years
I
ago,
didn't
but
know that. Shout
yeah.
out to Victoria Beckham on that one.
Right, and I love her energy, because she is sassy, and she is, like, she knows she's on point, but she's not fiery in the sense of, like, her personality is like rah at you. Like, she has this
Hmm.
sort of, what I mean, this quiet, like, not even quiet, but her presence is it speaks for itself without her having to say anything. So
Hmm.
I just love that dark. She has that dark feminine energy. So I love Posh. And Sporty's voice was all. I loved how she would always take it
Hmm.
home with the notes. Okay, so that, yeah, they all really brought something to the table. Ginger's got her little attitude and everything in the best way. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I'm trying to think of who else. Like, at that time, my parents played a lot of, like, old school stuff, like Earth, Wind and Fire,
Okay.
um, Luther, which is why the 11 Days of Legends. Diana, uh, Tina Marie, Aretha, Patty, all of that stuff. And I would just listen to, what they would play. And then when I would start to go to school and stuff, I started to learn more about, rap and
Hmm.
that sort of thing, because I wasn't super exposed to it when, in my earlier years. I had to learn about it when I went to school and stuff.
No,
And, you know,
good.
get with the culture.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that because I see the Beyonce influence, and I think I know you went viral with I think it was the Breonna Taylor
Yeah, yeah.
say
Hmm.
her name.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah. I did a song for Breeway. Rest in peace. Justice for Breonna Taylor. Yeah, during the pandemic, there was a lot going
Oh
on
yeah.
during that time. I was writing a few songs at that time that were speaking to the injustices
Yes,
that were going
yes,
around.
Beyonce, who we're talking about,
Hey,
because she
Bryson.
went
Thank
viral because
you.
Beyonce saw it and other people saw it too.
Yes, I did. I don't know if you saw it, but it was going really viral on TikTok, and it did well on Instagram too. So it
Hmm.
was, her hashtag was say her name. And
Hmm.
at that time, I was just locked in, y'all. I was like in my mind, like writing about this, because I wrote something to the baby's rock star, because that was, he was really talking about injustice in that song. And so I wrote my own thing. I did something to Justin Bieber. And then when Brie hit, I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was just like in shocked. And so I had a trip to Atlanta, and then while I was there, I was like, when I get back to Philly, I have to write, I have to record this and do the video and get it out. And I did, and it was, Beyonce saw it, and I think that she respected the genius of it, because it only made sense for me to do Say My Name by Destiny's Child, because
Mm-hmm.
the hashtag was say her name. I was like, say her, say her name, say her name. Rest in peace, Brianna. Praying for her mama. We know who's to blame. And I just took it from there. And then on top of that, when I did the ending for that say her name, like I did a rendition that she does, or that she did at her concert,
Mm-hmm.
when she would do the Destiny's Child mashup and sing Say
Oh
My Name.
yes, I know which one you're
And
talking
so
about.
why she would say Beyonce, but instead I said say Rihanna, and yeah, and it did well, and that's one of those moments that have such a strange tug at my heart, because it's like I don't. Of course, I'm grateful for, like, the interaction for Beyonce to see my talent and everything, but obviously, like, what it's really about, what my real goal was to get justice,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it would be cool if Beyonce sees it in my mind. I think I did alchemize it. I manifested it, because it was in my mind, like, she's gonna see this, and and we're gonna get justice. And so it was crazy, because when me and my guitar player, like, we put the song up, and at first Tidal rejected it, until later,
Mm.
I think it was like a few hours or like moments later, I can't remember like how it was, or maybe it was the next day, they accepted it. And me and my boy, we were like, let's go out, let's have a drink. We went out, and then the next day I had a session, and people are on my YouTube commenting like, Beyonce reposted. So I go to
That's how I
Instagram. I
found
was
out
like,
about it.
right, and I'm like, oh, man, Beyonce didn't post this. I look on Instagram, I didn't see anything, and so I'm just locked into the session. I'm like, let me just concentrate, get this job done, and then I look back, because mind you, like, it's just growing and going viral, you know, the whole day, and then they're like, no, check Facebook, and so I went on there, and it was up there. I couldn't believe. I said, oh my goodness, and it was an exciting moment. I got I got on the news and everything.
Yeah, I saw the footage.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw the footage. Bryson B. Money, I would love to have you come on, but we making it about Kachina right now.
Drop your
You can
questions in the
still
comments.
drop your questions. It's not a
Yeah,
problem.
we
But
would love to hear
yeah,
from you.
because I remember when I saw it, I remember I hit you up. I'm like, I was like, did you see what's on TV? Because I think you shared the footage. I saw it, but then it crossed over here in Miami.
Mm,
I was like, oh man.
yeah. And it's funny, because I went to Miami like that following week. Like, I had planned to go on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
but it was cool, because I had like a working vacation. It was a working vacation. I really felt
Mm-hmm.
like a celebrity, because I was staying in an RV on
Mm-hmm.
this private land in Miami, and they had like a few RVs, but it was like glamping. It was so nice. They had a pool, they had a hot tub, and I had a PR girl who was like, look, we're gonna have, you can just set up, you know what I mean, your phone in the trailer. They're going to interview you, and they're going to put the story together and premiere it. And then when I got back to Philly, it was like time for the air. So it was such an exciting week. I got my license
Yeah.
that week. Like, it was on point.
Because I think, was it Facebook or was it Facebook? You had over 1 million views.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It got to 1 million views by the time I was like, I was on my way to Miami, and I just kept checking the numbers. I'm like, we about to hit 1 million. And yeah, so it was a really cool moment. And Brianna, we love you, we miss you, and just justice. We still looking
Amen
for
on that.
justice. Um, I think one of the guys, I don't know if he had got arrested for something else, or if they did end up finding him, guilty. But
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
hmm
But he gonna get his karma wise.
yeah.
But anyway, let's get back into some good news since we celebrating Chasing Cash coming out at midnight.
Midnight, baby.
Now, while we're talking about music and everything, and because I've seen you do in your videos, you do a lot of acting too. Have you
hmm
thought about acting?
I have. Yeah, definitely. I think acting has such a special place in my heart. Um, and it doesn't come as like it's a good art, but it doesn't come as second nature as easily as like
Hmm.
singing or naturally, because that was like, but to your point, what you're saying, it plays a big part in what I do, with the personalities, the cash covers,
Hmm.
Keisha, Alexis, and Heather. And it plays a part in, like you said, like just the skits. And even like yesterday or the day before yesterday, I put up, I don't know if you guys ever saw Raise Your Voice with Hilary Duff.
Oh, I
But
love
there's a
that
part,
one.
yeah, there's a part where she's in the classroom singing, and it's not the best, I guess, and we can kind of hear like different voices singing like in the overdubs or whatever. But Hillary, we love you. There's no shade. You know what I mean? Much love to you. And I redid the video. I was doing the riffs and everything, and people are like loving it on TikTok because they know that moment, and the moment is kind of cringe. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And I sort of take that and try to embody those moments and think about what's going to make people laugh, because I really like making people laugh, and I really enjoy making music, but I really like when people
Because one of my
laugh.
friends said he saw when he found I put the poster out, the promo poster of you coming on the show. One of my friends who I
Hmm.
interviewed, he's a filmmaker. He's a filmmaker and director. He,
Oh,
he's yes. His name is Vega Montanez.
Vega.
Whenever if he shows up on this live, he said he was interested to see how you were going to be on the show.
Really? Oh, we gotta send him the live.
Oh, I'm gonna send it to
Actually,
him. Even if I'm gonna send it to him, but if he doesn't see it, there's always YouTube.
that's true. There's always
Because
YouTube. Yep.
I think he saw your pictures and everything, and I think in his mind he might have he looked like he didn't say it to me, but the way he was looking like he sees somebody that I could put in as like a character
Hey,
wise.
100%. I'm that's me. I'm that girl for that. Give me a couple acting classes and I'll be ready to go. I already have like a flair for it. You know what I mean? I just
Hmm.
have to learn other things to help me like work my emotion on camera, because I think working the facial expressions, is a big one, and conveying that emotion to help just compel your audience. That's important. It's important to me.
See how they did thumbs up.
Thumbs up, baby. Yeah,
Yeah,
we have 3 people in the chat, guys. I want to hear from you. What part
yeah.
of the city are you in? Are you in Florida? Are you in Philly?
Cause you
Because we
got
got my
Florida
album.
and Philly. You got Florida and Philly over here.
Yeah, yeah. Drop it in the comments, guys. What part of Miami or Florida are you in? And what part of Philly are you in? I'm in West Philly right now.
Or if you're from another state, let us know.
Let us know. Drop it in the comments. We want to know where you guys are from, and we thank you guys for tuning in. We
For
love you.
real. We love you dearly. Now, since we've already gone to the music, we're gonna go back to the music, but we're gonna
Hmm.
do it in a different way.
Hmm.
And my friend is in West
Yeah,
Virginia.
let's go, West Virginia. In
Uh,
the building.
Cause Vegas, like in I think in New York or Bronx area.
Hmm. Okay.
I got my girl, I underscore M Fame, Miami, Miramar, darling. That's what she said.
Okay. Miramar. I know Miami. I'm not familiar with Miramar.
That's like not that far. They're like close right by each other.
Okay. It's like the county.
Um,
It's like a county
well,
district.
they call it Broward County, but you have areas like Miramar, Pembroke Pines, type of thing.
Right. Like we have Philly, and then we have like Upper Darby,
Hmm.
um,
We have so many different areas of
Darby.
Miami. You'd be surprised.
Okay. Hey, all right, Miami with the sections.
Just like how y'all do in Pennsylvania, that's how we are.
So you guys have a Coconut Grove, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about that area because I want to come to Miami and live down there.
You may like it. It's a different, but see, it's to each. United States to each his own.
Yeah, I've been there a few times now, like 3 times,
Hmm.
and I really like Miami. I think it's only thing is like, where's the black community? Because it's a lot of, which is nothing wrong with that. I ain't got no problem, you know what I mean, with anybody. But, also like just, having people to relate to like
Yeah,
where, we
you have
go.
like it's like a melting pot
Okay,
around.
okay. Yeah. But they're there though. They are
Oh,
there.
they're there. They're there. That's just
Fabulous.
that's just like when the movie Moonlight came out. They showed the dirty south of Miami, like
Okay.
Liberty City area, like we hear about Trick Daddy Trina and them.
Okay. Oh, got you. Period. Yes. Good.
So like a lot of that you
I
probably
got
seen and heard,
my
you know what's
heritage.
up. But as we talking about, since we went to the sync, we went to the music, and bringing you up, talking about music and how music has shaped who you are. And then we talked about want to get into acting, but you want to make sure you perfect it before you put yourself out there.
Right. Which, mind you, I'll take roles. I think I'm ready to take a role. But I think with that, I would want to do an acting class. But
Hmm
I won't push it off if it comes to me.
hmm
I'm gonna go for it.
hmm
But yeah, I still have some methods to work out.
No, there's nothing wrong with that because I was thinking about doing some acting myself,
Yeah,
acting classes myself. But
fabulous.
now, as we get into talking about the acting, where do you see yourself in the next probably like 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see myself established and stable with what I'm doing musically, putting out music and working with my fan base.
Hello,
I
Terrence Stone. We see you.
Hey, what's up, Terrence? My boy Cuddy, how you doing? Yes, guys, welcome to the live. Chasing Cash is dropping tonight at midnight. Make sure you pre-save link in my bio. Um, but yeah, I would say, yeah, I see myself have my stable company, and I am interested in being in movies and making movies as well. I do have a movie idea, and yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's something that's a passion project of mine that I'm working on slowly but surely behind the scenes. And I just see myself being more established as the artist that I want. I'll be the artist that I want people to see. Not that I don't want them to see me now, but I will. Like I'm saying, with Chasing Cash, like we're still in that period. Like we're seeing like the growth, we're scratching the surface. So I think
hmm
people will just have a deeper understanding of who I am. Sold out concerts, brand deals, tours, etc.
hmm
Yeah, and other companies as well, because I love music. And I've also thought about having a company where I could like solve people's problems and they could come to me and I could like
Yeah.
help them have, solutions, but that'd be like just a mental pivot and, seeing about what that would take. Because I've seen myself like, owning a business
hmm
and, other than music as well. And having my own studio. Yeah.
How does it feel being like an independent artist and not trying to conform to like the major status of people who are on major labels? How do you like that? The benefits of that?
Um, I think there's a balance there that I like and dislike. I like that as an independent artist, I have full autonomy. It's just like at the end of the day, I can wake up and do whatever I want to do, realistically. That I have the power to do that. And I think one of the downsides of that is like getting more organized and being able to trust others with, being team members and having to do certain tasks because I am used to doing things, myself 100% as far as like maybe like the look, hair, makeup. I pretty
hmm
much do all that stuff. Styling, that's all me, music as well. But I'm so grateful because I have had so much more help this year and the previous year. My sister is always like just so much help. Like she'll come to my shows and, of course, and show her support. And I want to give a shout out to Terrence Stone. Give a shout out to my boy Cuddy because he's been helping me with this rollout and with collecting content and keeping me consistent. So that's one of the things that I've been able to lean on with having someone help with marketing, which is a big
Yeah.
thing because regardless of how I present, I just the key thing is presenting myself as authentically as I can, whatever I'm wearing, whatever my hair color is, whatever what I'm doing, so I can just connect with the audience. That's my main thing. And of course, I look at the mainstream too, and I look at the budgets and the things that they have, and I'm like, that looks really nice too. But I really do love having my own power to just have autonomy with what it is that I'm doing. I'm so
Give a shout out to
for that
Terrence because
and
I
be
saw
that.
his reaction to your song "Sweetness." He did a great job on
Yeah.
promoting it.
Hey, Chi Chi. How you doing?
Hi, Chichi. Thank you for coming on the joining the live
Yeah.
and coming in and supporting Kachina.
Make sure you guys give Chi Chi a follow. She's an amazing radio hostess. Okay. So make sure you guys get at her because you can promote your business on her show. Okay. And Chi Chi knows. So
Hey,
Chi Chi knows, baby.
all
Every
right.
season, baby.
Now let's really get into the meat of it all
Oh,
of this interview because I know, really, if you guys want to be honest with you, I'm the one that asked her to do this interview because I was like, you got anybody setting up any interviews to promote your album? She was like, no, not really. I was like, okay, let's return to love and favor since we both support each other. So
yes.
I
Thank you.
was like, let me do this for you. But now let's get more into Chasing Cash, the album that's going to be coming out March 21st at midnight.
Yep.
Shameless plug on that right there. Now let's go into the project. Now we know you have the song Skyline out there and the current single Sweetness.
Yeah.
Now for anybody that doesn't really know those two songs that are out there, how would you describe both of those singles?
I would describe those singles. So let's start with Sweetness. Sweetness is the current, single right now, the big single, if you will. Skyline was like an appetizer, and it's actually the outro on the album. And it was funny because I was like, this is either an intro or an outro. At first, I thought it was an intro, but after all the songs came together and you start to, do the song, the track listing and everything. Okay, we're scrapping that. Okay, actually, let's add that. Let's move that over. That feels a lot better. And that was something Cuddy and I did together. I had a list and he was like, I want you to like listen to the songs and try to think of a different way that they could be rearranged and try to challenge yourself to think outside of what you might naturally feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's tonight.
Yes,
Hey, tonight at
Chichi's
night.
tonight.
Pre-save it, guys. Chasing Cash will be everywhere. And you can pre-save it on iTunes and Spotify right now, but it will be everywhere too. Um, so with Sweetness, right? We dropped Sweetness. It was Valentine's Day. Was it Valentine's? Oh my God, when did we
I think
drop
it was. I think it
it?
was Valentine's Day, or it might have been a little bit. Might have been a
No,
little
it
bit
was
before.
Halloween.
Maybe it was a little bit after.
It was Halloween. It was Halloween.
Was it
Yeah,
after? Because I didn't
that's
know about it until
so
like
weird.
February.
We dropped it on Halloween, and we've been building it up to this point. And it has like I think it's got like a little Spanish guitar in there, and it has
Mm-hmm.
that '90s
Oh
feel, that
yeah,
2000
because I know. Yeah, I
feel.
know. Skyline was October. I know. I heard Sweetness around February. Okay, I got you.
Right. So I feel like it's so weird thinking about like the timelines and stuff, but yeah. So oh my gosh, what was the question? Right. So
No, I was saying
Sweetness.
like with the two songs, Skyline and Sweetness, which you already kind of like. How would you describe like the sound of each? Like you said,
Oh right.
Skyline was more like the outro, but Sweetness. What came to your mind when you actually heard the finished product? That like, after it was mixed and everything, and you heard it for yourself.
I just thought like, I like how the guitar sounds. I like how my vocal is really pretty, and the drums is trap drums, and it hits hard, and
Okay.
it's got that 808 in there. So I was thinking, I just love how it's like gentle, but it's like it's heavy too. Like it's, what I mean, it hits
Mm-hmm.
hard. I like it when the beat hits hard, but I like to be able to sing over it and
Right.
be able to have the creativity, and the guitar really helped me with that. Um, and Skyline. So yeah, so that's like early 2000s, maybe like late 90s type
Mm-hmm.
feel. If you're into that. And Skyline for me was like I wanted people to hear what my night out on the town would feel like, or what I wanted to feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when I wrote it, I just wanted it to be like a rant of my thoughts. I didn't really necessarily want it to make sense. So when you listen to it, I'm kind of like singing fast. Is, you know what I mean? You really have to listen. And all the lyrics are going to be available for the songs too, guys. So the lyrics are available. So when you play them and you're like, I don't know what Cash is saying right here, you can just click the lyrics and see what's going on and really get into just like my perspective and my visual. Because yeah, Skyline, I was like, when I heard it, like we were making the beat. We made the beat together, me and one of my engineers, Philip Pierce. He goes by Six Strings, you know. I love to read the lyrics. I know you do, because I remember when I was on your show, and you and Nasty Mouth were like, yeah, because we don't always know what people are saying. And I'm
I
like, that's
feel,
true. Like with the
yeah,
professionals,
I agree
the
with
most
Chichi
professional
what she's
songs,
saying.
I'm still like, what are they saying? Songs I'm singing to this day that I need to look the lyrics up for, actually, because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm
Yeah,
thinking
because
I
some
hear.
of them,
And it's
yeah, because
so
some of them we think
good.
about from when we grew up, we're like, this is what they were
That's what they were
saying.
saying, right? And I was saying something else. Um, so yeah, like Skylight, we made the beat, and like I just was thinking of like the vibe of like how much I enjoy like when I'm going downtown in my city and I can see the skyline, I can see the buildings, especially Bird Gang doing good. Obviously, we won the Super Bowl, so when the city is lit up in green, it's Emerald City, baby. And what I mean, the possibilities are endless. So you can go out and get some drinks, get some food, and I like how Philly just has the vibe where you could just go out, you could get a drink, and me and my sister, we'll kiki, eat
Hmm.
some food, or you're going out with your partner and you're just enjoying the views of the city, whatever city that you're in,
Hmm.
and just catching a vibe. You're going to get hookah, you're going to get steak, you're going to get into some trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, he let me look at the blicky. I didn't touch it though. I didn't touch it. And
Did the Philadelphia Eagles, when they won the Super Bowl, did that give you hope? Oh, I'm about to release Chasing Cash soon. I know it's something big now.
something, I didn't necessarily connect them, but something that I'm always grateful for is the positivity in the city, because I feel like since we've won, knock on wood, like it's been, the energy has been good in the city. And sometimes the energy can be like, I'm not trying to come outside, I don't want to
Hmm.
be part of that. And it's other times where when we do, when we win the night of Super Bowl, when you want to go down to Broad Street and you want to, do all kinds of crazy things
Hmm.
and be involved in the high energy of the city. Like, that's always like my concern. So I think that was like the Super Bowl, to me, I was like, this is good against evil. I don't care what nobody says. Look at those damn red uniforms. It was good against evil. And the Angels won, bro. Okay?
Now let's get into now. Besides those two songs, I know you have five other
Mm-hmm.
songs on the album. I know because I saw the video you did on your channel when you were trying to promote and build connection, like networking and everything. And I know you was
Mm-hmm.
with Terrence too, and I
Mm-hmm.
know you was at, I think maybe it was a radio station, and I know you was playing for the one person, because I know you had like a meeting with them. You
Mm-hmm.
were playing Sprinkle Sprinkle, and I know that's going to be on the project. And I heard the snippet of it when you had it on your channel. I
Yes,
was feeling
yes.
Sprinkle Sprinkle.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sprinkle is gonna be a big record, I think. Sprinkle is gonna do its big one. So for that video, I was in New York.
Oh, so we doing a video for Sprinkle Sprinkle, huh?
Well,
Or
I'm
are we
not
putting it out?
saying
Are
that.
we claiming it?
What I mean is the vlog, the clip
Okay.
that you saw.
Uh-huh.
So I was in New York. I had a meeting with United Masters. That vlog is available right now, and I was with my boy Terrence Stone, aka Cuddy TV, or just Cuddy.
Hey,
And
Lamar. See you forever, Lamar. He lives in Philly too.
who? Oh, hey Lamar. Oh, yes. Hey Mar. Yes, yes. Welcome to the live, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Chasing Cash is dropping at
You
midnight. Make sure you
heard that?
pre-save. Link is in the bio. You can stream. Hope you guys consider pre-saving and purchasing and download.
Please,
It's only
please
$7.
pre-save it. Support
Yeah.
her. Now, because I know now that we talk about Sprinkle Sprinkle, what about? Because I know they didn't play it on your. I know you didn't have it on your vlog, but I think it's called "In This City" or "In the City."
Mm-hmm.
Tell
Yeah.
me more about that song.
Yeah. In the City was born from uh just I think like my boredom. I was single and I was having, nights in the house and I was just keeping my head down, going live, working on music and going to the studio and planning out, what I wanted to do, what my next move is, putting out a project, whatever. But I came across that beat and I that was another one where I was just kind of writing out like things that were coming to mind without thinking too much and just kind of speaking what was not kind of, but speaking what was on my heart. And I start out, I'm like, city boy, so mean to me. This ain't nothing what it needs to be. Me and love can't get it right. I'd rather endorse the single life. So I'm just kind of like thinking about, I'm in that between phase where I'm in the house. I want to go out. I'm looking for, some fun. I want to be entertained. And then sometimes we get into this phase of, where the conversation is boring and you meet people and it's like you're out there, you're putting yourself out there, or they're putting themselves out there with you, and you're playing the field, you're doing what you have to do, but no one's really that interesting, or you're just kind of in this in between phase, and it's okay, I'm single, it is what it is, but also like locking into that moment if you are lonely, and just reaching out because that like other people are feeling that way too, so I kind of think about that song, and I think about I shout out other cities in that song and just put my love there because I love thinking about like there's somebody in the city right now that's lonely. Somebody's lonely right now. Thinking about like, damn, I want to go out, or even if you want to, I mean, it's raining right now.
Okay. But you gave me a good idea. You just put a good idea on me, just explaining like
Mm-hmm.
your music and just how you write from your heart,
Mm-hmm.
what's in your heart. Now I know Philly. I know it's different parts of Philly, but we know a lot of Philly artists that have came out who are from Philly and may not still live in Philly, but we know they're originally from Philly and they've been Grammy winning, like Grammy and Oscar winning people. How does that make you feel like when you think of? Because I know the first thing I think about, the artist I think about is like Will Smith and like Eve, and
Yes. Yeah.
others
Mm-hmm.
that have been out there.
Kevin
What
Hart.
it comes, yeah, Kevin Hart. But because I know with Eve and Will Smith, what was your reaction when you see how they've blown up in
Uh,
big ways of crossing over to different stuff? How does that make you really feel when you think about Philly and just the pride of it all?
it makes me feel good. I think Philly is such a special city. Like the talent and the culture, our way of speaking. It really is special to me, and I enjoy the way we bid with each other. I don't bid. I like to watch, but but to see Will Smith and Eve. So let's touch on Eve first. I recently saw, she's married, she's got kids and everything. She has her own family, and
Hmm.
it looked like she was out in a damn castle
Yeah, I
with
saw
her.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
When I was on TikTok, I'm like, young girl from Philly, rags to riches. It's a princess, a Cinderella story. So I love to see it because, um, especially if like the struggles, and I'm grateful that being from Philly, I've had my struggles, but things could have been a lot worse. I've seen how the conditions are in the city. Things could have been a lot worse, and I'm grateful for where I am and who I am and where I came from, the foundation I was able to get. And so to see her elevate, and be just, it's just like she's just so far from any of the nonsense that can come out of the city.
yeah.
It feels good. It gives me hope, and I'm like, yeah, like she did it. Will Smith, he's another one. Like just to see his acting prowess and just him being able to motivate people on his social media and inspire people. It's great to see. And I often think about Will Smith because the block I grew up on is Nassau Road, and we're like literally behind Overbrook High School. And that's where he went to school, and he's I can't remember. He's from
Hmm.
West Philly,
Hmm.
so that gives me a lot of pride too. And I think about that all the time. I say, West Philadelphia,
Great.
born and raised, because I was
That's the
just
first thing that
in
came to
the
my
area
mind.
where he went to, where he grew up at. So it gives me a lot of pride.
And
I'm
even I
grateful
found out
for
Pink
that.
was from Philly
Pink,
also.
yeah, Pink. They say Taylor Swift, Tay Tay, she's from PA. She's,
Okay.
from the outskirts, one of those counties that we talked about.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like Allentown or where she's from, but she's from PA, I think. So it feels good. It's inspiring. We can say Bradley Cooper. He's an
Yes.
actor. He's from Philly,
Mhm.
and yeah, it makes me feel good to think about the possibilities, and to also when you see Philly on screen in TV, movies, or just when it's mentioned.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is. It's just something magical, and we're the first city. We're the first city, so I just feel like something magical happens, and I feel it like just kind of like when they put it on screen, and just kind of the way they handle Philly. You know what I mean? They handle it a certain way, and it's really cool to see. I like it.
And the funny thing about it, Will's new album comes out on your birthday.
Will's new album, Just see. Here's the thing. Let me just say this. I announced my project first, and it's coming out tonight. I'm just saying that because I see some other people posting about their projects, and I'm like, period, congratulations. Period, congratulations. Because it's Aries season. People, and it's funny because I'm like, when I announced mine, the coast was clear. Like nobody
Hmm.
was saying anything.
It
I was like,
was.
now was the time because I'm gonna be annoyed if somebody say something. I like to be the first. I like to be the first to
Hmm.
do it, and I can be competitive in that way, and
Hmm.
that can be a not a downside, but I just have to, channel it, make sure it's channeled in a healthy way. And some people might kind of be, are like put off to that, but it's just a matter of like channeling your shit in a
Yes.
way.
And then
So
we have to wish you an early happy birthday because your birthday's next Friday
it
on the
is.
28th, y'all. So if you want to wish her an early happy birthday, you can do it now,
Huh?
or you can wait till the 28th and give her that extravagant birthday love on that day.
Yes. Send me some money. Oh my God, Philly Prince, how are you? I ain't seen you in a long time. How you feeling?
See what happens when you bring old friends back together. Everybody
Yeah,
who
yeah.
truly loves and supports you, they still got your back.
They do, and I feel so grateful. I had to just say, I just have to say, I know I said earlier, like, it is a lot as an independent artist. A lot of it falls on you, but when you have those people that are there supporting you, and just those faces that just even pop in and say hi and say, "I'm gonna click the link. I'm gonna stream." It costs nothing to stream, guys. Just stream that joint. If you ain't got
Exactly.
$7, y'all pay more for lunch. Y'all pay more money for y'all lunch.
Exactly.
$7 for the album. It's a good vibe. Let me know. I think this album is great for like roller skating. It's
I
great for,
was just thinking that from hearing Sweetness and Skyline. Yeah.
yeah, it's great for roller skating, vibing in the car, late night or daytime. I think it's versatile in that way. It's good for like cookouts and stuff. Mind you, it is explicit, so take a listen to it. I know some people have played stuff for their kids that's like really vulgar and they don't give a damn.
Hmm.
So, this is not too. I mean, it's cussing in it, but I don't think it's too like
It's not over the
vulgar.
top, you guys.
Not
Is
like
basically what she's
nasty.
saying.
Thank you guys for the birthday love. Thank you,
Her
Chrissy, and thank you.
birthday's next Friday, y'all. So make sure y'all follow her, support her. And what's your favorite song off of Chasing Cash?
My
For everybody, you think that everybody should
favorite
listen to the
song.
most?
Don't make me choose. Um,
Okay,
hmm.
okay. Let me not do that. Your top two
My
favorites.
top two. Okay, my top two have got to be "Bussin' Out." "Bussin'
Mm-hmm.
Out" has a special place in my heart because that's the one that's kind of like was is a risk, is risky for me in my mind. Like I don't know
Okay.
how people are gonna receive it. Are people gonna kind of be like, I'm not feeling this. I don't like what she's saying or how it sounds or which may still happen with songs that it's like you always feel like, oh, I know they're gonna love this one, but their favorite could be something that you don't know. That was my favorite personally. So
Okay.
Bustin' Out, and then oh my goodness, it would have to be.
Tell the truth there. Come on, tell the truth.
I really love. Oh, Oh my gosh. I guess in the
Oh,
city. Where the
okay.
merch at? You
Yeah,
know,
I was just about to ask that. Philly Prince 215. Thanks for
you
asking that
got a
question.
plug for me. I don't have any merch right now, but tomorrow, the event. Pop out
That's
the
the cover
dialogue.
right there, y'all.
Pop out the dialogue. All the information is on my page, okay? I got cash scarves, you know what I mean? $8. $8.
The
So that's
extra
what
cash
I
right there.
have
That's
right
why it's
now.
called
But
stuff extra cash, y'all.
damn, I
She
wish I
want them
had
dollar
t-shirts. I
bills,
wonder if I
y'all.
can get some t-shirts made real quick tomorrow. That would be lit. You know somebody? You got a plug? Get at me if you got the plug for some shirts. Okay.
Because I think one of the pictures that I know the picture I just used for the promote the live.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. My mom might be. I know my mom's gonna be watching this soon, and Chris is already on here, my bestie. But we agreed. I already know what the that picture is gonna be the thumbnail to the YouTube interview, so everybody see it. And I think that picture's gonna grab a lot of attention. I think you should use that as one of your merches.
Yeah, I should. I had a shirt with that on it. I think that'd be a good idea.
Because my thing is, why don't you put that as like maybe put the either or however you want to do it. Like the front could be that picture with just you, the pink background with the jacket out, because it make it look like the wind's blowing, like the
Yeah,
fans blowing, like a Wonder Woman thing.
yeah,
And maybe have the bottom, either that be the back of the shirt or the front of the shirt, and you put the Chasing Cash album cover on there, maybe at the front or the back.
yeah.
That way it gives it more like illusion and action.
Hmm. Gotta get some shirts tomorrow.
But we still supporting you regardless.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Prince. Yeah, I'm gonna get some merch. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna call my mom and see what's up. But my mom, she gotta charge me, and I be like, I get it. We all got our businesses. I don't always be having the funds to get it.
Trust
Thank
me, I know
you
your
so
mama
much.
makes sure you
Mom.
good. As long as you promote it right, you got it good. Because that could be, think about it, even for your website, you could put that as like a package deal,
Mm-hmm.
album, the shirt,
No, the
maybe
shirt and
maybe
a,
do like a hat or
a
so,
bandana. So it's gonna be
or a bandana. That's a good idea.
a poster, a
Hmm.
bandana, and like you said, a shirt. It's got to be someplace I can go to get some shirts done by tomorrow. Do y'all know any places?
If y'all know, please let me know. Oh, Lamar said he just followed you.
Thank you. I saw. I said thank you. I don't know if you heard me. I really appreciate that, Lamar. Thank you. Welcome to the club, the Cash Club. Yes, guys, join the Cash Club too. The
Hmm.
community. We be cutting up in there.
Because she and I, we've been we be oh my goodness, we've been cutting up for 12 years, and people don't. If people really see us really together, us working together, they'll be like, really?
I know. I know. I love it though. I'm so grateful to be here and to
Uh-huh.
be able to.
I'm glad you're here because I'm gonna tell you straight up, this was one of the most easiest interviews.
Thank you.
It's easy because I don't have to really. Because really, I'm gonna let you know when I do my interviews. I know you've seen a lot of them. I don't write nothing down. I just go on the dome.
Nice. I like that. I like when it can be
Yeah.
natural. Some people have notes, they have like a basis, which is fine. Like I love having a layout of like, all right, a plan, a
Hmm.
guideline just in case you need it, but being able to authentically just
Exactly.
and have an exchange and just have like a seamless conversation. I really do enjoy that. I like that it
Mhm.
doesn't feel forced or anything like that.
Exactly. And see, really, this is her first appearance as an interview on the K2 spot. But she's been on the K2 spot when I reviewed her projects. Not
Yeah.
there literally with me, but Cash will tell you. Cash will tell you that she and I, we've gotten a lot of good views and
Mhm.
love from everything I've done that she's done.
That's right. That's right.
And we're gonna make sure it keeps on going and going and going. Now, since we since we finished the album questions and everything, and I know you said who your favorite artists are. Who was somebody like? Let's say, for instance, somebody, your dream collaborations that they actually jump on a remix of the same song that you done, or jump, do like a remix. Who are the people that you would love to have on a
Really
remix of
want to work
songs
with.
that you have?
You know who I want to work with? Glorilla.
Okay,
I want to work with Glow so bad.
and I
Like
can see that with you and
I
her.
I do too. I feel like me and Glow could do something. Big Cash and Big Glow. Come on, Dad. Come on. Yeah, I
That
feel
would
like
be epic right
I
there.
love Glow. I think that I love Glow. I really fuck with her. I love her album. Make sure y'all listen to Glow's album and y'all support her because I like how she had bangers on there, and then like in the middle she put like inspirational stuff, moments where she was getting deeper, and like when I listen to her, I feel like I can tap deeper into how I, want to handle the way I express things. And that's the cool thing about studying and listening to other artists. You can see how they tapped into their talent, into their source, and you can do that as well. I think Nicki Minaj,
Because I
I
know
would
because
work
she
with,
loves her, you guys.
and honestly, like I think being signed to Nicki, I would love to be signed to Nicki as well. Like she has a label heavy on it, depending on how the numbers look.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
But it's just like
make sure
I would just want to.
make sure that money flow
The
from that
money
deal
got
is
to be
right
right
too.
because it's just like, damn, I would just want to sign with the queen, but I would also have to be smart too
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that whatever deal is on the table is a good deal. It's not
Mm-hmm.
a
Amen.
good deal. Not to say that Nikki's not, you know what I
No,
mean?
we're not
Not
saying
saying
that
I
at
don't
all
know.
about her
I don't
because
know.
everybody works
But
their business differently.
mhm. And I'm a singer, so it's like I feel like that it's cool for rappers to sign singers,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even vice versa, so that it doesn't feel like there's I hate to say competition, but sometimes being signed to another artist can be
Yeah, that
a little
competitiveness.
weird.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, from what we've heard or what we've seen or just what we've observed. I'm not in those seats, so it's not fact. This is just what we're going off of. But I love those two very, very
Mm-hmm.
much. And shout out to Doechii and her success
Yeah,
as well. I think Doechii.
we love Doechii. I love her.
But those two in particular, like I think it will be lit to work with them. And I know that she's kind of gotten a bad rap right now. She's kind of in but Ice Spice, I miss her. I'm like, where?
I didn't even think about that till you said that.
Like, yeah, Ice could make some heat, and I could sing on it, or I could do my rhythmic singing,
Mm-hmm.
the singing, rapping. Who else? I think Summer Walker.
I think that would be a perfect one because I heard Constant BS that you did.
Yeah.
Because that's my favorite song from her.
Oh yes, that
That
song
one
is.
and Heart of a Woman. Those are my two favorites from her.
Um. Mhm.
I think it, and don't y'all get mad at me when I say this. I think this person would be I think would be the icing on the cake for you if she actually. Well, she saw you already, but if B wanted to do something with you, Beyonce. Why
Mhm.
was Beyonce said right on my next project, write a song with me? How would
Yeah.
you really? What do you think that's really gonna make you feel?
Shit, man. I would be in a state of like disbelief, but at the same time, I'm getting into this new energy to her. So it's like, no, this is not disbelief. I'm not surprised. Not surprised you want to come work with your girl.
Because she's seen it before. She may see it again. You never know.
Yeah. So I mean, I would love. Yeah, me and B could work. I would learn so much,
Mm-hmm.
and regardless of like where the song goes, I think it's just amazing to be like, damn, like you got to work with this person. People have songs together that
Never
never
been out.
came
Yeah.
out, and some, that's okay. Sometimes it's just about the learning and seeing what they bring to the table and how you can once again like have that translate
Yeah.
into what works, what works for you and how you give your voice,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
All right. All right now. You better preach that. Now, does anybody have any other questions for Extra Cash?
Yes, guys, ask away. Ask as many
Ask as many
questions.
questions as you
I
want
love
because
questions.
we're about after you guys ask these questions, we're gonna get to the closing part because we know Extra Cash has some other stuff she wants to do to promote the upcoming album, Chasing Cash.
Hmm.
At midnight, you guys, we're gonna keep on saying it.
Yeah, damn right. And I gotta get some food. I gotta eat.
Same here.
And mhm.
We gonna trust me. You gonna see because once this interview's done with, this is gonna be. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. It's gonna be on. This is gonna be on IG also, Instagram. but we gonna try and promote more of the YouTube. And Lamar said, "Who inspires you?" Good question.
Who inspired?
Packers Lux Salon. Go ahead.
Yeah. Glorilla inspires me. Nicki inspires me. Beyonce inspires me. But let's take it down a little bit. We've heard those names. I think my peers inspire me. I saw there's a young lady, Major Key. She just dropped a project, Manifesto. I think she's a rapper and
Mhm.
she's really dope. Another rapper, Mickey J. She's really,
I've
really
heard of Mickey
incredible as well.
J. Yes.
Yes, two very talented young women from Philly. Both of them have been like numbers been going up, and I'm excited to see them pop off and give the city, more visibility and all that
Mhm.
because they're pushing the envelope. So I think my peers around me inspire me and I see how they market themselves and how they keep showing up, and I think one of the things with independent artists is like continuing to show up and not worrying too much about, okay, I need a big budget video. I need,
Mhm.
little clips to be of a certain caliber. I mean, yes, have a standard, but consistency and having like a bunch of, like having 5 solid videos with your phone, you know what I mean, is going to hit harder than 1 or 2 official music
Mhm.
videos. Even if you put those videos as like strategic clips with the lyrics and all of that, you can still achieve great content with it. Like my cash covers, I do this shit right at home. I'm right next to the little booth area that Alexa stands in. This is where Keisha be.
Mhm.
It's all here. And so you can really make something shake with, a good phone and some lighting. You can make something shake. And it doesn't have, I saw a guy, he was just like in the street. He was like squatting down in the street and you could like see the city in the back and he had the lyrics. That kind of stuff works really great for TikTok too, so that inspires me to see people doing content that's like, what's I can't remember like the terminology, but it's just not, it's just like everyday type of vibe, something you could do every day and just keep shooting.
Mhm. Now, out of all your music videos that you've done, who's your favorite director
My favorite director.
that you've done music videos with?
Mm,
Because when you see, let's say for instance, from all the videos that you've done, and you look at it like from the final edit, once it's done and it's out there, and you're like, damn, I did that.
um, I think the No Religion director and the On Off director.
I
I
love that
feel bad.
song too, on off.
Thank you. I'm drawing a blank with the names. It's been a minute since
Yeah, because I know you did B Dragon Imagery when they did stuff for you.
yes, 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 yes. He's definitely incredible. All the directors I worked with were brought something different, to the table, and I thought they did a good job of encapsulating me, and getting me. So yeah, I give a shout out to all of them. I feel bad because I can't remember all the names right now. But
We'll just say shout out to all the music video directors that she's worked with, just to
yeah,
make that cool right there, so we don't miss out on nobody. Do you think it's beneficial to be an independent artist or to be signed to a major label? I know we kind of answered that earlier, but I know Lamar probably didn't see that part. But go ahead, you go.
yeah, I think being an independent artist has its pros and cons. It can be stressful with the workload, but it's very rewarding when, people reach out and let you know that they are following your journey and that you inspired them. So I think that that's really incredible. And I think being signed is a great thing too when you have a good deal and you have people behind you that's
Hmm.
like Ice Spice when she had her run was hot.
Hmm.
She was hot. She was everywhere, and what I mean. We were fucking with the music. Well, a lot of people were fucking with other things, but we don't have to get into
No, we
all
ain't
of that. But
gonna get all that.
the label was doing their job with putting her out there, and people kind of bring up the terminology industry plant,
Hmm.
and and ultimately, like, can there be an industry plant, or are there people who are just being exposed the way they deserve? Well, that the label is just doing their job. It's up to you whether you think they deserve it or not. But um,
Hmm.
but their label thinks so. The label is doing their job. If anything, it's like, oh, these other people don't get a push. Well, this person getting abnormally pushed. Sometimes it's the team. It's the the label's doing what they're supposed to do versus other people may not, you know what I mean, have the same
Have to say
thing,
so, yeah.
the same deal. So I'm not opposed. I would probably sign to a major, but as we said, the deal has to be
Hmm.
right, and I just don't want to get involved in any.
Now, since we know you're independent, what's the label that the independent label that you've been releasing your music from? Will you want to shout it out or anything? Shout it
Yeah,
out for everybody?
shout out to Extra Cash Company. Okay, period. Yeah, that's who I'm currently signed to.
Okay.
Extra Cash Company, baby.
Now, this question, I'm surprised I didn't ask you this question before, and
Mhm.
it just dawned on me because you know how we said you get a lot of love and everything, a lot of love like U.S. wise. What about internationally? What's been the biggest audience that you found out, and you found out you got the feedback, and you were like, "Wow, they know my music in this area internationally."
Where was it? I don't know if it was Japan or mm, I don't know. I think the international is still growing. I've had, a few people like I guess like in Europe stream
Okay.
my song, or like Italy. One of my songs reached like a certain amount of plays.
Wow.
So let's say like Europe for right now. Europe
Okay.
is has been picking up some extra cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any other questions for Extra Cash?
Yes, guys, drop your questions. We have 4 beautiful souls on the live. We want to encourage you guys to click the link in my bio and pre-save Chasing Cash because it is dropping at midnight.
Hmm.
Only $7. You pay more for lunch. So show some love. And if you can't, it's all good. I'm appreciating you guys being here. And I hope that you consider just streaming it and sharing it, because sharing is a great way to pay the artist to pay the artist for free. Share, share, share in your comments. And I appreciate honesty. So if it's like you can give your favorite or your least favorite, like I appreciate the honesty when you guys listen to the album. I've been like putting my armor on, you
Because
know.
I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to hear your project. I know it's gonna be good because this is the most I've ever seen you promote a project. Not
Thank you.
saying you didn't. Not saying you didn't do that with the other projects, but I know you've been really going at it more than usual. And I'm like, okay, look at little sis doing her
Well,
thing.
something, it's the marketing. That's that shout out to Terrence Stone. That's the shout out to Cuddy, because I knew like last year when I started to get things rolling and I was dropping the single that the project would follow, and I didn't want to slow down any momentum in between Sweetness and Now.
Hmm.
And looking back, there's always things that you could do better. It's moments where I'm like, okay, I could have, did this or that. But I'm grateful for how much I've been able to collect all the content, the music reviews,
Hmm.
the recap video of just like my little documentary over voice video, voiceover, if you will, and just like BTS of the songs in the studio, or just content, and all that stuff. I still, and then other stuff too that I have in the tug for it. It's like now that it's gonna be here, it's
Hmm.
like, it doesn't stop. It just has to keep on going up and up and up, and it's like just giving them those little teasers and things to get people curious, and just enough to get you guys salivating, you know.
Hmm.
And tonight to
See,
you'll get to
see
feast.
that side.
Yeah, you'll get to get a little something, something, and then it's gonna be more, visuals and stuff, more of that stuff like what we said. I don't know what's gonna get an official video. I'm waiting to see what people like,
Because
because
I
to
was just
me,
about to ask you that. I was really about to ask you what's gonna be the next single, but and then Lamar saying who came up with your name, but I'm gonna let you finish saying what you were saying.
no, yeah, I want to see what you guys like, and see what deserves a video, or what, what makes sense to give it a music video,
Hmm.
or just more content in general. That's like I said, that smaller form content that keeps people hitting and wanting more, until it's like, okay, now we're ready for a video that's going to do really well.
Hmm.
But you said who came up with my name? So I came up with the name for myself. So my name is Kachina, as KTookes has been saying. I don't mind if you call me Kachina or Cash. I've been transitioning from like having people see the Cash character and seeing that full picture of Kachina. Like I'm saying, like we're chasing cash, you know. So I came up with it. When I started doing covers, I was just calling them cash covers, like Kach
Hmm.
covers. And it was the four girls, the four Keisha, Alexis, China, and Heather. So the four personalities, I would do covers with them. And
Hmm.
from there, I was like, they should each have an initial and
Yeah.
a different, sort of look. And I was just running with that cash covers. And then I just changed my Instagram to extra cash, because I love puns. I love puns. So, chasing cash, or double entendres. Um, I really like that. I like what it does with the brain. And so I want people to know that that's just my waveform. Like when I'm thinking of, trying to create the duality. And so that's how I came up with it. I just was doing like cash covers. Like I was just kind of like in between with my name. I don't know if I was Mermaid Affiliate at that time or
I think
what.
that was during the Big Bang when you did the Big Bang song.
I was for the Big Bang. I think I was just Kachina.
No, I think
I
it
was at
back. That was from
I
No
am
Religion.
Kachina. But yeah, who knows? I mean, but yeah, that's how I started it out. I just basically like chopped off the end of my name. It was calling them cash covers, and then eventually it just stuck from there.
Exactly.
Thank you, Lamar. I appreciate that. Appreciate the questions, guys. Any more questions? Ask
More questions,
away.
guys. Ask away.
Yes,
Forever hold your peace on not asking the question.
don't be shy. Get to know me. And if you are in the Philadelphia area, I would love to see you tomorrow for the party at Dialogue. There's food and drinks. We have DJ Des on the ones and twos. She's going to be having us dancing. We're going to
Hmm.
be playing the project. You guys can ask me any questions now or tomorrow. I'm an open book. And I love questions. I love, you know,
She's in a safe place here with the K2 spot.
yes, for the safe space, okay? Because heavy on the safe space. That's so important because I'm grateful for the good experiences I've had to be able to just be honest because I look at the mainstream artists and they get in situations where interviewers put them in weird and uncomfortable
Hmm.
positions.
Hmm.
And I'm grateful to have, people who are professional. I have a certain caliber where they're like, we're talking about the music, and this is not on no Breakfast Club shit.
No, we don't do that up in here.
Which they had their run. They had some good times, but they've
There
had
for
a
the times.
where it was like, y'all don't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
but I'm also like trying to train myself and be ready for that because
exactly. Because it's
ultimately,
gonna happen one of these days for
yeah.
somebody being trying to kill your vibe or try to, how they say, one bad apple spoils it for the whole bunch. Who are the music artists you are currently listening to?
Who I'm currently listening to. So I haven't stopped playing the Pink Print. I love Nicki's album.
The
I,
first one or the
I,
second one?
I'm sorry, not the Pink Print. Pink Friday too. Hey, balloons. That was cute. So yeah, I've been kind of like I haven't listened too much. I love SZA's album. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I love her. I love her. She's killing it. So SZA's another one we could throw her in the pot as well for the collaborations. Or she could write a song for me. Come write a song for me. I love her and Doechii to come write for me. And so yeah, I would say yeah, a little bit of SZA, a little bit of Kendrick.
I've been listening to I've been listening to his album too, yeah.
We bumped that Cowboy Carter a couple times.
Yeah, because I knew that was going to win album of the year. I wasn't surprised with that one.
Do you
Did
ever
you?
get writer's block when writing songs? If you do, what helps you? Yeah, writer's
Question.
block. Yeah, I think we definitely get writer's block, and that just comes from like trying to focus too much on how you're sounding and how you want to express yourself as opposed to being honest. And sometimes it's just about like, how am I feeling? Let me write it down. Let me find a melody that feels good, that feels like it's healing me when I sing it, that I'm just obsessed with. And I think that's where it starts, you know, like finding a really, really amazing melody that you just can't get enough of, or it's, you know, that feels good to you, that you want to just keep on perpetuating. And just the honesty, just like, don't worry about it being out right now. Don't worry about them hearing me say that cringe thing or that thing that's like kind of icky that I really don't want people to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just writing this for myself,
Exactly.
to be honest with myself, and then decide what you're going to do with the song. Because I have lots of songs that are not out. Not to say that they won't ever come out, but you know, sometimes they still need work. You can always go back and change it or say it in a
Mm-hmm.
different way. That's like, now I know what I'm trying to say. I know how I need to say it for people to receive it. Because you can still be honest, and then it can still come off cringe as fuck. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to put this
He's
out,
like, eh.
but someone said, I saw someone said that is where the magic is. Like the thing that scares you, the thing that you're afraid to put out is what you should be putting out.
That's true.
So, you know, just try to scare yourself a little bit, I guess, when you're saying certain shit, and be like, yeah, we putting it out. Like, this is extra cash. You know what I mean? Like, Kachina can sit back and enjoy the artwork, and, you know, but Cash, that's what Cash said.
Mm-hmm. How would you describe yourself in let's say in 3
In
words?
3 words: sassy, bratty, and fun.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? Don't be afraid, you guys.
Don't be scared. We got 4 people on here. We're about to
Yep.
head
We're about to
out.
wrap it up, y'all.
We're about to
You
pack
gotta
this
make
in.
sure you
So
get your
you
last
guys
questions in.
get your questions in. Don't forget to pre-save that album. The link is in the bio, and we're having a party at Dialogue Paradise in Philly. It is free to get in. You just got to pay for food and drinks, and give me your money, because rent is due. So looks like they're all out of questions, I guess. You guys
I
ready to
guess.
get down? Y'all ready to get y'all platter too, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Now, tell everybody where they can find you at. Like follow you, all the above.
You guys can find me on social media at Extra Kachina. And that's Kach. You guys can follow me on here on Instagram. And on all platforms, it's Extra Cash, Extra Kach. And link is in the bio for everything too. YouTube, Extra Kachina. Okay.
Subscribe and make sure you push that bell icon so every time she drops content, you guys will see it.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
Same thing with your boy. Follow me on all platforms at KTookes85. Make sure you guys follow. That way, even if you go on YouTube, you can just do it as my government name.
Mm-hmm.
Find me. You guys won't have a problem with that. And we want to thank Extra Cash, even though I know her as Kachina. Thank you so much for coming on K2 Spot. Finally, we got you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have, you know what? She's gonna come back soon, and whenever she's ready to come back for the second go around, we're gonna do that. So
Absolutely.
just know you guys are gonna see. You know how they say the best is yet to come. You'll know that when you listen to Chasing Cash, the album. So make
Period.
sure you guys know that. And we
I
thank you
love it.
guys so much. So anything else you want to say to close off?
I just want to say this has been like such a fabulous interview. I love doing interviews. and and I love you. I'm grateful for your energy. I'm grateful for all y'all's energy, just coming in here and, you know, giving a young girl from Philly a shot, giving me some attention, putting your eyes on me. Attention is the most valuable currency, or one of the most valuable resources. So I'm grateful that you guys took the time to check me out. This project is about, you know, scratching the surface of who I am, finding myself in a fun way. I do get a little vulnerable on this project, and we are going to go deeper. So just get to know
Yeah.
me, just get a little tidbit of me with this album, and, you know, get your questions ready, get your mind going, and, you know, get confused, get curious about me, and let's build this journey. Let's have this journey together. I'm so grateful for the journey, and to be able to give you guys something that I hope will uplift your frequency, uplift your spring and summer, because music is healing. Music is so amazing. And I know how I feel when I hear an amazing song, and I just want to share it with people and share like a vibe, share my attitude, share my
Mhm.
vulnerability. So I hope you guys love it. You can click the link in the bio and catch these vibes and relate with me, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. And that's about it, you guys. We thank you guys so much for watching us, and you can catch this repeat on Instagram, my Instagram, and you can catch it on my YouTube channel. So that way, you guys have different places of seeing everything. But hopefully, you guys support both the
Absolutely.
Instagram one and the YouTube one mostly too. So that way, you guys will know. And thank you guys for making my YouTube channel hit 2,280
Woo!
subscribers.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And
Let's go.
she has over almost 3,500 subscribers. So we have to congratulate you on that.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, so grateful for that.
So we thank
Definitely.
you guys supporting us. We small YouTubers, independent, creative artists. So thank you guys so much for watching us, and you'll see us next time. So bye, you guys.
All
And
right.
Kachina, I'm gonna hit you up and send you the YouTube link and everything else, so that way you get your own way of sharing the video and the live and everything. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out, oh, am I gonna see this? And my fans are gonna see it. We'll have it together. So thank you guys. Thank you, Lamar. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Chris. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. Everybody that follow, we love ya.
We love
We
you
love y'all.
guys.
Bye,
Talk soon.
y'all.
KTookes love
Love
you.
you.
Peace out.
Love you.